Welcome to the webinar series on mainstreaming urban climate action, which includes 4 short webinars on concepts related to climate action in cities. This series has been developed by TERI in collaboration with the European Union International Urban Cooperation Programme in India. This webinar module 3, titled Global and Indian Best Practices of Climate Action in Cities, focuses on the case studies for mitigation and adaptation that have been adopted by cities towards building climate resilience. So let's begin. Climate change impacts pose significant challenges for urban systems worldwide, and at the same time, cities play a critical role in the global response to climate change. Therefore, adapting to the climatic extremes and reducing the environmental footprints that contribute to climate change are key to sustaining cities in the future. Strategies for mitigation and adaptation at the city level are vital. Mitigation consists of actions that reduce the emissions footprint of a city, whereas adaptation consists of actions that lower the risk posed by climate change impacts. Moreover, certain actions such as water conservation and increasing green cover can serve as strategies for both mitigation and adaptation. Planning for mitigation action begins with the documentation and inventory of all the emission sources within a city. Towards this objective, the City of Dublin in Ireland prepared their baseline emissions report in 2016 as part of the city's commitment to the European Union's Covenant of Mayors for Climate and Energy Initiative. Emissions from different urban sectors were accounted and converted into CO2 equivalent using emission factors. The residential, commercial, and transport sectors were identified as the major sources of emissions with 35%, 33%, and 25% contribution respectively. This equipped the city authority with necessary information to plan different mitigation strategies for lowering the city's carbon emissions. One example of a comprehensive city-level mitigation strategy is the Climate Neutral Roadmap 2050 of Amsterdam City in the Netherlands. The roadmap sets out a long-term goal to reduce the city's emissions through collaborative actions for the built environment, mobility, electricity, and the industrial sectors. Examples of these mitigation actions include promotion of more energy-efficient buildings, a switch to non-polluting modes of transport, and increase in renewable energy generation. Another example of a city-wide mitigation strategy from India is the EU-funded Urban Low Emission Development Strategy of Rajkot City in Gujarat. Rajkot mainstreamed this strategy using Italy's Green Climate Cities methodology, which had the tenets of analyze, act, and accelerate. Under this project, Rajkot implemented a number of mitigation strategies, including the replacement of energy-intensive streetlights with energy-efficient LED lights and the installation of solar panels on the roof of a municipal school building, thereby contributing to the overall emission reduction of the city. Beyond these strategies, mitigation actions also extend to those measures that help offset emissions through creation of carbon sinks that absorb the emissions. The Green Thane initiative was a measure taken by Thane city in Maharashtra, where more than 6 lakh trees were planted within a period of 4 years on degraded forest lands, roadsides, and dividers, with the help of local leaders, NGOs, and citizens. This significantly increased the tree cover of this Indian city that could potentially absorb large amounts of emissions. Now that we have a background on some of the best practices for mitigation in cities, let us delve into the strategies for adaptation. Urban adaptation strategies are typically based on a city's understanding of the risks posed by climate change. Towards this objective, the Climate Adaptation Plan 2025 of Copenhagen City in Denmark indicates the risk posed by different climatic extremes geographically, such as floods, as represented in the flood hazard map. Subsequently, the plan outlines various adaptation measures for addressing them, such as retention basins and permeable surfaces. Under the IUC program, a number of cities in India have entered into partnerships with their counterpart cities from across Europe to develop plans for climate action, including strategies for adaptation. Within this initiative, Surat City in India and Rotterdam City in the Netherlands have been paired for city-to-city learning and knowledge exchange. Let us go through the climate action initiatives taken by these two cities.
Surat Climate Action Plan is being developed with inputs from its people. It is designed for solutions which make city more resilient to its climate challenges, including water, energy, solid waste and transportation. Notable adaptation projects implemented in city are end-to-end early warning system for river flood, 100 MLD tertiary water treatment plant, 175 kilometers of BRTS, public bicycle sharing and 68 hectares of biodiversity park. Under city-to-city cooperations with Rotterdam, Surat is developing first of its kind in India, a water plaza to increase its water resilience. High-level deliberations and exchange of best practices with Europe has been immensely beneficial to address the challenges of adaptation and mitigation arising out of extreme weather events.
Rotterdam, located at the end of the Dutch delta of Rhine and Meuse rivers, is challenged by climate change. Being the most densely populated part of the Netherlands and the fact Rotterdam hosts the largest port of Europe, asks for a proactive approach to the effects of climate change. Since 2008, Rotterdam works on climate adaptation. Involving citizens and businesses as well is at the core of our strategy. In Rotterdam, they are stimulated strongly to store rainwater and add more greening on their private piece of land or rooftop. Besides large public investments in adaptation of public space, like water plazas and rooftop parks, the city counts on its citizens to keep Rotterdam livable and attractive. Our experience is that if you start an open discussion, you will find enthusiasm, new ideas and cooperation. We experienced it when we started the Water Sensitive program in 2014, resulting in a lot of cooperatively defined, designed and executed projects on a street level scale. Examples are the pavement of gardens, rooftop gardens, greening of schoolyards and local storage of rainwater. A resilient city, resilient citizens and resilient civil servants as well are the only way to cope with new challenges ahead of us.
Mainstreaming urban climate action is an iterative process that involves multiple stakeholders engaged in the urban development process, and its key drivers include accountable policy frameworks and institutional arrangements, effective data management and informed decision making, building partnerships through stakeholder engagement, and training and capacity building. Integrating adaptation and mitigation strategies into the development policies, plans and programs of a city is thus imperative for mainstreaming urban climate action.